one last question for you, and you've been very generous with your time. Just one more thing to ask you. If you look back at your career and you think about, I'm sure you had many memorable experiences making movies and stuff like that, but is there any that sticks out in your mind where you're like, oh, that is the one like that I'm going to remember? It may not even be the movie that people recognize you for. It might just be the one that's the most important to you personally. Is there anything that sticks out immediately?
Yeah, I get this question a lot, and it's the Goonies.
Really?
It's the Goonies, the experience of working on the Goonies, the everything was real in those days.
Yeah.
So the sound stages, all of the water cave stuff, we had to loop that entire movie like we were doing an Italian movie, because the machinery. I mean, they actually recorded it, but you could hear the machines and the waterfalls and all of that. So while we were shooting that movie, we were going to soundstage. I mean, I think I had 30 looping days on that. But also you had your A unit, which was Dick Donner, and our producer, Steven Spielberg, was shooting the B unit.
Wow.
And so combined, it probably shot 150 days. And Donner's A unit wrapped before Spielberg's B unit. and one day we were on the water stage, stage 16 at Warner's, and Donner had gone to Maui. He had a house in Maui because the kids were driving him crazy, because he was mostly working with the kids, and Steven was mostly doing second unit and the Fratellis.
Yeah.
But somebody said something about Don. It would be funny to wind up there. And Steven said, I'm going to send everybody to Maui. We're all going to go to Maui, and we're going to surprise Dick. And it was this big, elaborate thing. And it was a vacation for us. All of the Fratellis, and the kids and their parents, and 30 of us. And Mark Marshall, who was working for Steven at the time, went there with a big camera and a bag of money. And they were able to get Donner out of the house. And while he was out, they had rented a bus. We got from the airport to the bus, and then took all of our luggage, 30 people, and dumped our clothing in his living room. And so when he showed up, he fell to his knees laughing. And then Steven had the brilliant notion that I got to get these kids off that island. So then the next morning, he sent us all to Oahu, far enough away so the kids wouldn't bother Dick, and Dick could have his vacation. But those memories, and I mean, I recently saw the kids, and we were talking about that. I think you can even Google it, the video. I think it's out there in the internet. But it was a beautiful experience.